Shout out Set Go Recruits.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Set Go Recruiting Show. I'm your host, Luke Turner. Over here at Set Go Recruits, we interview some of the top high school football recruits in the country. Make sure you go like, comment, subscribe, and follow the Instagram in the description below. Stay tuned, and you don't want to miss this episode. Today, I'm here with three-star class of 26 Colorado State wide receiver commit Troy Foster out of Huntington Beach High School. Bro, Troy, what's going on?
Good, Luke. How's it going?
Good, bro. Can't complain. It's a nice day out.
Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, of course. And then how's this past off season been for you?
It's been pretty good. Always a good opportunity just to be able to get the chance to, level up your game. So just been doing as much as I can to, get better and get prepared with my guys for the season and, hopefully make a run for that state championship.
Yeah, come on. And then I know we saw you kind of on the 7-on-7 circuit, OT7. What was that like playing with the Trillium boys this year?
Yeah, no, it was a really cool experience. Yeah, I'm really grateful for, the opportunity Josh and Jack gave me to, be a part of the team. And I feel like it was so cool from just the start of the practicing and the Arizona tournament, how close we all got and really bonded throughout that. So I felt like it was a really good experience, really good way to kind of put myself on the map and, just get some good work and be able to compete, at the OT7s with a lot of the top guys in the country. So, definitely got better from it.
Yeah, yeah. And then do you have any goals for this upcoming season? Any like
Yeah.
personal goals?
Yeah, some of my personal. So, I mean, last year I set the record for receiving yards for my school. So, definitely one of my goals is to top that, kind of really just cement that record, make sure that's an unbeatable record. But definitely just want to kind of beat that, probably get 15 plus touchdowns,
Let's go.
60 to 70 catches. So, kind of just similar stats to I had last season. But I'm more this year kind of going for some team goals. This is my last year playing high school football, obviously. So, definitely want to go out there and win league with my guys, win a CIF championship, and just win a state championship. Kind of take it all the way, and
Yeah, one last ride.
yes, sir,
Last ride. It's like uh you'll never forget that for the rest of your life.
for sure. Be a
But
super cool experience.
and then with your last season coming up, what are you like most excited for this upcoming season?
Um, just get back on the field with my guys. It's always exciting Friday nights. Nothing like it. So I'm just excited to really see. We just got a whole new coaching staff, so I'm really excited to see. Our first year with this kind of new team, new squad, new staff. See how we are able to perform. With the kind of minor changes that happen, but I'm excited just to see how everything unfolds. Yeah.
So yeah, you talked about having a new coaching staff. Coach Matthew Hatchett has NFL experience. What's that been like playing for him?
It's been great, because he just kind of holds me up to that college NFL standard. Obviously, having a receiver-minded coach and a receiver who's, been in the position I want to be in is definitely great. And, my receiver coach, Jordan Lasley, has also played at a high level, played at UCLA, and then was able to play in the NFL as well. So just having guys around me who've been in the position I want to be in is great, getting them to push me to my limits in practice and kind of just preparing me for that next level, how things are working with the meetings, the lifting, the practice routines and stuff. So it's
Yeah,
definitely been good.
yeah. Kind of just getting you prepared for that
Yeah,
next
definitely.
level of football. And then totally a off topic question. What's your way too early Super Bowl prediction?
Yeah, that's a good one. Um, last year I was rooting for the Lions a little bit to go all the way. I think they could do it this year. I know they got a good squad, so I think they could make a run for it.
Yeah, the Lions.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I believe it. Um, and then outside of football, do you have like a favorite hobby or something that you like to do for fun?
Yeah. I mean, probably for the past year or so, like last summer, I used to go fishing a lot. So some I've been
Wow.
getting into this summer. So yeah, I don't go too much. I'm not like a super, nerd about, I don't know too much about it, but I definitely just enjoy going to, some little ponds and in the ocean with my friends. But yeah, that and probably just video games and chilling.
That's lit, bro. I love
Yeah,
fishing.
yeah, it's dope.
And then could you take us through like a summer day in the life of Troy Foster?
Yeah. So for me, I like to kind of get on my workouts in the morning. just so I have the rest of the day to kind of do whatever and hang out. But I'm usually like a day like today, I kind of got up and got my receiver training in early. I train with Dylan Bradley, so we'll usually go from like 9 to 10:30, and then I'll usually head over and get a little lift in, probably some upper body stuff because I just worked out my legs, and then probably usually I go home for a little bit, get some food, make some food, kind of chillax for a couple hours, probably take a nap, something like that. If it's a nice day, I'll hit up the beach or just chill with my boys. So yeah, probably go fishing, something like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I just get my stuff done in the morning and have a chill rest of the day.
What's kind of like, ask someone else this question. What's kind of like your go-to beach? What's like the go-to beach to go to for you?
Uh, yeah, I mean, I usually go down to Huntington Beach, where all my friends and stuff are at. But I kind of like going down the coast a little more. Go to like Laguna Beach and Newport and stuff like that. It's pretty nice down there. So depends
Yeah,
how I'm
yeah,
feeling.
yeah. And then you mentioned training with Coach Bradley. How's training with him kind of up your game to the next level?
Yeah, so I've been working with Dylan since I was probably in eighth grade, but he's definitely taken my game to a whole nother level. I mean, just being a bigger receiver I am, something I really like pinpoint that I need to focus on working with was obviously my footwork and body control and all that. Just working with him. I mean, every offseason I see a tremendous, growth from my game from the past years. Just, I mean, the stuff we do with him is next level, and just being around especially training with guys who are top level receivers too. I mean, he's training top high school guys, top college guys, NFL dudes. So, I mean,
Yeah,
I love with him. So, yeah, definitely ups your game a lot.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So, bro, let's talk recruiting. I know you just committed to Colorado State recently. Why Colorado State? What were some key kind of factors that helped you make that decision to
Yeah.
commit to
Yeah.
Colorado State?
Um, yeah, so I was up there a couple of weeks ago for my official visit with my whole family, and just being around the players and the kind of the campus and seeing how they run things over there. I mean, I sat down with the head coach, the receiver coach, the OC, and just talked about a lot how it'd be used in the offense. They see me as a guy who can come in there and get the opportunity to play right away. Obviously, that's not going to be handed to me. I got to work for it, but they really, I feel like those are guys we talked about it a lot that I know I trust them with my development. They know they have the tools to take me to the next level. Obviously, with their offense, the OC's dad created the air raid offense. So, I mean, what receiver is not going to like to hear that? We also
Yeah,
talked about, I mean, how I'll be utilizing the offense. I mean, a guy who's going to be getting 80, 90 catches a year, 1,000 plus yards, stuff like that. So, that was definitely a big factor, just how I'd be using the offense. I feel like just the family vibe a bit too. I mean, my mom loved it down there. We went out with the players, the coaches, and it all just felt like one big family, even though like we had, especially the other recruits there, we had only
yeah.
met them a day or two, but it felt like we were all a big family. And I mean, when I was up there, I think 14 kids they brought on the visit, and 11 or 12 of them committed. So it was
Wow.
like, I was like, wow, yeah. And just, I really truly like when a coach was speaking, I mean, obviously everyone wants to say they want to win a conference championship. They want to do all this. They want to win league. But I mean, when he says that, I truly believed him. I mean, I feel like they're building something special over there at Fort Collins, and I wanted to be a part of it. So,
Come on, bro. I know so I know you kind of have a good relationship with Jude Nelson. How much of that had an impact on your decision, or was kind of in your ear
yeah.
like it's kind of in your ear like, bro, come play
Once he did commit,
CSU.
yeah, a lot of the coaches were texting me like, "Yeah, we just got your boy Jude. Like, come on, come be. We can make y'all roommates." Jude was obviously a lot. So I've kind of grown up playing football with Jude, Pop Warner, and all that. So obviously it wasn't my full decision making,
Yeah,
but
yeah, for
it
sure.
had a factor in there, just being with. And I know a couple other guys that I played Pop Warner and 7 on with have just committed there too. So just being with some guys you've grown up playing with would be a cool experience. So yeah,
That's super cool. So you already have some chemistry with a lot of the guys.
yeah.
And then my last question is I ask everyone this. Is there's a lot of kids out there that want to be in your position one day that want to go D1, that want to get college offers, play for the Trillium Boys, right? And they want to be in your position one day. What kind of advice would you give to those kids
I would
in
just say
that position?
stay consistent. I mean, as long as you're out there putting in the work, doing what you can control, there's a lot of things you can't control. Obviously, there were some points in my, career and high school timeline, I didn't think I would, having those offers and be in the position I am today. So I feel like just staying consistent, working hard, obviously doing what you control, and don't listen to, a lot of the outside people because everyone's gonna have their own opinion, but that really doesn't define you as a player. I mean, just look at like for example, Cam Ward. I mean, no one really expected him, no star out of high school. Now he's
Yeah.
the number one draft pick. I mean, there's a lot of dudes in the league who set an example, a good example for that. So yeah, I'll just say keep working and never let that foot off the gas. Feel me?
Yeah, bro, that's good. And then, bro, that was my last question I had for you. But I'm just super grateful for you coming on this show, and I'm excited to watch you this season
I appreciate it.
and see you at Colorado State.
Yes, sir. All right, Luke. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.